Hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon White. Last time, we made it through Victory Road. Today there is nothing left for us except the Pokemon League. So before I go in there, I will do a few preparations, buying items and that kind of thing, although I don't actually think I really need to do that much of that. On account of, one, having picked up a lot of, hyper potions and that kind of thing off the ground, and not really having used many. And also just having way too much Moo Moo Milk in my back pocket. I've been carrying this around since forever. There's no way that this hasn't, gone bad by now. And yet I'm still going to use it on my Pokemon. See, this is why Team Plasma's trying to liberate them from idiots like me. Anyway, a few things I need to do. One is going to be to reclaim Amoonguss. And we're going to be switching out Mew, going into the Pokemon League with a level 100 competitively trained Mew would be a bit of an unnecessary advantage. But yeah, let me actually see how many of those healing items that I have. I have 2 revives. I have been using those. I have 20 hyper potions. Haven't used a single one of those. There's a scattering of full heals and status healing items, which I haven't really been paying attention to. I've used a few, but not too many. 7 max potions. 4 paralyzed heals, a couple PP ups, which I could still use. I've got 33 Moo Moo Milk left. I want to say I bought about 100 in total. Maybe 110, 120 over the course of the game. Bunch of PP restoring items, and also I know I've got some max revive in here somewhere. 7 max revive, it's quite a few. Oh, and 5 full restore that I've just picked up off the ground. So I will go and buy a few things. Mostly, I generally don't use a lot of items in battle, but I think I will buy, let's bring myself up to 10. Let's go 15. Full restore. I'll also buy a few full heal for miscellaneous status. Let's say 15 of those should be good. And I think I'll blow the rest of my money on revives. Alright, I'm going to be able to afford 14 revives all told, so I'll try to not have more than that many Pokemon faint per battle. I probably also should... let's see, I'm going to switch Line into leadoff. Line is going to be my lead. She is going to throw out Stealth Rocks at the beginning of every fight. We are going to give you the... Did I end up finding an item that I'd rather Nightshade have over just like a Bright Powder? Or Silver Powder or whatever? Not really. Bright Powder is for accuracy. Alright, you can have the Silver Powder left. Alright. And I think that's it. So, it's some sort of the Pokemon League. Yeah, Repel's effect wore off. I think it's not really much that I need for that anymore. The Pokemon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and Champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there's no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. Alright, do you want to go in? And he's going to let us pass. This was the first Pokemon game in the series history, which allowed you to fight the Elite Four in any order. Prior to this, you had to go through one after the other in a set order, starting about now, and I believe continuing in to the current day, excluding the remakes of the older games. You could fight the Elite Four in any order you choose. And that does make it a little bit easier if you have a team that is that stacks it better against one than the other, and you want to give your team a little training before getting to the harder ones. It works out in that way. It's a small advantage, but otherwise, still the Elite Four is still going to be a little on the difficult side. So, Shauntal is going to be first. I don't really have any personal preference as to who I go after first. So I'm just going to go in clockwise order around the room, and that would have us fighting Shauntal first. Cofagrigus. Fun Pokemon. Don't think we've seen you yet, fun fact. Cofagrigus is one of a handful of Pokemon which could not be traded on the GTS without a nickname, due to its English name, unfortunately containing a somewhat derogatory slang for people of a particular sexual orientation. So, honestly, that's more of the fault of the censorship system, the name censorship system on the GTS, just matching bear strings instead of actually, checking for checking for swears. Anyway, I want to talk about this. I figured that Cofagrigus was going to use Will-O-Wisp because I know that it often does. And I believe I pointed this out once or twice in the past, but Zach has Guts for the ability, meaning that if I have a major status affliction, I will be able to have my attack go up instead of having it go down the way it normally would with Burn. And that actually just blew up in my face because my ability is no longer Guts, and my attack will be now reduced by Burn, just the way it would be for everybody else. So I didn't think that one through, did I? Let's get out of there. Cofagrigus is unfortunately a little bit on the defensive side, and I don't really want to do something that will result in me not being able to take you down from here from half health, because Shauntal, being an Elite Four member, probably will be more than happy. Maybe I can get a lucky freeze on Ice Fang. Shauntal will probably be more than happy to drop a Hyper Potion or something of that nature, which will just set us back to square one and make this take a lot longer. I don't think she will be likely to heal from that range. Alright, good. And now I can use Crunch, and I can be fairly confident that Crunch will take you down from that range. Cofagrigus is done. Bunch of people are going to get experience. Look at that attack stat on Zac. It was on screen for only a few frames, but I believe that said 162, and we're not even at level 50 yet. Just out of this world. And next up is Golurk. Alright. I don't really want Gummy to faint more often than necessary, because that will reduce the power of return, but also I don't really want to switch anybody else out into this Golurk, because this thing, I mean, it looks like a cross between like Superman and one of the Dwarven Centurions from Skyrim, and I wouldn't really want to get on its bad side. But Ground Ghost type, I'm going to use Crunch. I believe that'll be my strongest move against it. I was considering using Ice Fang and hoping for either a lucky freeze or a lucky flinch, but when the stakes are like this, I don't really want to play with luck in that way. So instead, I'll just use Crunch to do a solid 2/3 to it. And I think, let's say Nightshade should be able to come on in, use Giga Drain, finish this thing off, and we'll be halfway through Shauntal's team. Alright. Excellent, there goes Golurk. Nightshade should be getting a level from that, and she does. 134 on the speed, not quite as high as Zac's attack, but it's pretty up there. Chandelure. Alright, this is probably her scariest Pokemon. I don't know what her fourth party member is, but Chandelure is the Haunted Chandelier, Ghost and Fire type. I do not really want to be in there against that thing as a bug type, so I'm gonna U-turn on out. Fortunately, did not get burned on the Flame Body, which is definitely a thing that could happen. And let's go and bring in Line. If you use like a Fire Blast on me or something. Alright, avoided the attack anyway. My gut tells me that I could probably KO you with Bulldoze, but I don't want to take the chance, so you're gonna use a Shadow Ball. I'm guaranteed not to be 1-hit KO'd. Oh, I'm not at full health. Oh, wow! I survived with 1 HP anyway. Alright. That was definitely a goof on my part. I forgot that I was not at full health and would not have the benefit of the Sturdy ability. But, that was extremely lucky. Okay, so let's just use Stone Edge again. I think I should be faster. Oh no, I'm not faster. Jellicent is not exactly a speed demon any more than Gigalith is, but I was hoping that having played through this game and having at least a few speed EVs on online, I would be able to do something of use there. Alright, let's bring in Nightshade. I feel like I should be making an effort to give some of my other teammates some experience before, particularly giving the experience points to Line and Allison, because they're a little bit over-leveled. Let's see if I can use a Sludge Bomb and Poison you, speed things up a little bit. Alright. That did absolutely nothing. Great. Surf shouldn't be too much of a problem. That was a problem. That was a critical hit. If not for the critical hit, it would have obviously done some decent damage, because Jellicent is a fully evolved Water-type Pokemon, but, it wouldn't have KO'd without the critical hit, and I would have been able to probably heal off enough HP from Giga Drain Ooh, the best I have here is Aerial Ace, which is not stab. Alright. Anyway, Jellicent has fairly low defenses and an awful lot of HP, and I should have been able to heal off enough from, what am I thinking of? Giga Drain, to be able to get that off 2 or 3 times, and probably I was expecting to be able to take down Jellicent from there with Nightshade, but that critical hit really, threw a bit of a monkey wrench in things. I do not really want to have Argo go down as well. I only have 14 revives, and if I can get through as many battles as possible without anyone fainting, that'll obviously be beneficial. So I think it's time to do the thing that I was trying not to do. Let's put you to sleep. That's gonna be nothing. This is my special tank. Oh yeah, less than a quarter. I'm gonna put you to sleep. I'm going to use Giga Drain for a few turns, and you, hopefully, will go down without really being able to do much to me. Like, I don't think Amoonguss ever ends up on anybody's list of, like, the best Pokemon of all time. Of the list of the best Pokemon of all time. But I've been having fun with this thing. This has been a lot of fun to use, so that's gonna lower my special defense. Pain in the neck, but nothing I can't work around. If I use Payback, I will be able to do enough damage to take you down, alright. Funny how that did more damage than the move with same type attack bonus, but anyway. I believe you have 2 full restores. All the Elite Four members have 2 full restores, and I'm very glad that you didn't get a chance to use the second one, because that definitely would have prolonged the battle a little bit. Alright. Yeah, good game, Shauntal. I'm gonna heal, and as per tradition, and I was thinking about trying to do all the Elite Four members in one video if I could get through them quickly enough, but I've looked at the amount of time that took, and I'm not quite sure if that's a realistic goal. I'm gonna end this off here. So, after healing, I'm gonna end this off here. So, next time we are going to be taking on Elite Four Grimsley, Dark-type Specialist. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.